Did you ever wonder why some older men develop a strong, unpleasant smell even when they think they're clean? It's a sensitive topic, but it's one that's rarely talked about openly. The truth is, the way you handle your bathroom habits after a certain age can quietly affect how you smell and how others perceive you. This isn't just about vanity. It's about dignity, confidence, and self-respect. After 70, your body changes in ways you might not fully notice. Your skin holds on to odors longer. Your metabolism slows down. And routines you once thought were harmless might now be doing more harm than good. This video was made with care for older men who want to feel fresher, cleaner, and more in control of their presence. We're going to go over 5 bathroom habits that could be the hidden reason behind that unwanted smell. These aren't about blaming or shaming. They're about small corrections that can make a big difference in your quality of life. Whether you live alone, with a partner, or in a shared space, you deserve to feel confident in your body again. Stick around until the very end because the last point might be something you've never considered and it could change how you think about your daily routine. Let's begin. If this helps, please subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path and tap the bell. We make short, practical videos to protect your dignity and keep you feeling your best. Number 1. Skipping proper wipe technique. One of the simplest habits that quietly affects how you smell, and how you feel about yourself, is wiping thoroughly after using the toilet, yet it's also one of the most overlooked, especially as our bodies change with age. After 70, arthritis, reduced flexibility, and stiffness make reaching and twisting harder, so a quick wipe that once seemed fine may now leave tiny traces behind that build up into an unpleasant odor over hours and days. This is not a sign of laziness or shame, it's a natural change that deserves a practical response. Many men rely only on dry toilet paper, which can smear rather than clean, especially when stool is softer because of medication, diet, or digestive changes common in later life, and that smear sits in skin folds or under clothing, feeding bacteria that cause smell. What makes this situation painful is the loss of confidence. You might imagine you're clean while others notice a lingering scent and keep their distance, and because the sense of smell often dulls with age, you can be unaware of the problem. The good news is the fix is simple and respectful. Switching to moist wipes designed for personal hygiene or installing a bidet attachment transforms cleaning from a struggle into a gentle, thorough routine. For those with limited reach, long-handled hygiene tools or toilet paper holders with extended grips restore independence and make proper cleaning possible without strain. Taking a tiny extra moment to clean well protects your clothes, your bedding, and most of all your dignity. It helps you hold your head higher when you enter a room or sit with family. If mobility or pain is part of the issue, asking for help from a caregiver or talking to a doctor about physical therapy or pain management is a strong, practical step, not an admission of defeat. Simple changes, moist wipes, a bidet, better tools, or a short stretching routine to improve reach, add up to big emotional gains, feeling fresh, confident, and respected. That quiet comfort matters. It changes how you show up in the world and how the world receives you, and at any age, that is worth taking care of. Number 2. Infrequent underwear changes. Wearing the same underwear for too long is a quiet habit that chips away at comfort, dignity, and how you feel about yourself, yet it's something many men don't think about, especially after retirement or when living alone, because the daily rhythm that once pushed you to fresh clothes simply fades. Over time the body changes, sweat patterns shift, skin becomes thinner, circulation slows, and small, unnoticed dribbles of urine or slight stool leakage, which are more common with certain medications or prostate issues, can leave fabric damp long after you think you're clean, and that damp fabric becomes a warm, bacteria-friendly place where odor develops and then transfers back onto your skin, your chair, and your bedding, so the problem is not laziness but biology and routine. The emotional cost is real. Wearing the same pair 2 or 3 days in a row can make you feel less tidy and less proud, and even if you don't notice the smell, others around you, family, friends, caregivers, might, which can lead to awkward moments or distance that wound quietly. The solution is simple, practical, and respectful. Change your underwear every day, no exceptions, and keep a modest stock so it's easy to do. choose breathable, moisture-wicking fabrics that dry quickly and reduce bacterial growth. Wash underwear in a hot cycle when possible, and replace old, stretched-out pairs that trap odors. If leaks are a concern, try absorbent, breathable undergarments designed for men or use a light liner. These protect clothing and restore confidence without shame. Small habits also help. Shower or rinse well each morning, pat dry completely before dressing, and store fresh underwear somewhere visible so the choice is automatic. If mobility, memory, or health issues make daily changes hard, ask for discreet help from a partner or caregiver, or set a simple routine that includes underwear care. This is not weakness, it's self-respect. Changing this one small habit can lift your mood, improve how your clothes smell, and remind you each morning that you matter. Feeling fresh is a quiet joy, and keeping this habit honors the life you've built and the people you share it with. Number 3. Poor bathroom ventilation and damp towels. A damp, poorly ventilated bathroom is one of those quiet problems that can sneak into your life and steal a little bit of your dignity without you even noticing. Steam from a shower, a towel left on a hook, or a bath mat that never fully dries will slowly invite mildew and bacteria that cling to fabric and then to your skin, and before long the musty smell becomes part of your clothes, your bedding, and the way people remember entering your home. It's especially sneaky because as we age our sense of smell can fade, so you may no longer notice what guests or family pick up on right away, and that can lead to awkward distance or gentle comments you never expected. The good news is this is one of the easiest areas to fix with small, steady habits. Always run an exhaust fan during and after a shower and leave it on for at least 15 to 20 minutes so the moist air is pulled outside. If you don't have a fan, crack a window or open the bathroom door to create airflow, and consider a small portable fan or dehumidifier for very damp climates. Make drying towels non-negotiable. Hang them spread out on a rail or a well-ventilated hook so air can reach all surfaces, and replace bath mats regularly or choose quick-drying, washable mats. Avoid folding damp towels on a hook where they stay wet and breed odor. Wash towels and bath mats frequently, using a hot cycle when possible, and every few weeks give them a deep refresh with white vinegar or baking soda to remove trapped smells that ordinary detergent can miss. Sun-drying when weather allows is a natural deodorizer and disinfectant. Check grout, corners, and hidden spots for mold and clean them promptly, and replace old, sponge-like rugs or liners that hold moisture. Little changes, keeping surfaces dry, improving airflow, swapping towels more often, and using breathable textiles, protect both your bathroom and your personal scent. When your bathroom smells fresh, your towels feel clean, and you step out smelling like yourself, it restores confidence. That quiet comfort matters. It makes you more willing to open the door to visitors, to sit close to loved ones, and to feel proud of your home and your routine. Number 4. Relying on sprays instead of cleaning. Relying on air fresheners and sprays instead of actually cleaning is a common shortcut that sounds harmless but quietly makes odors worse and steals your dignity, because a quick spray only hides a problem for a moment while the real source, urine residue, mildew, damp towels, or soiled fabric, stays behind and continues to build smell over time. Sprays can even mix with the underlying odor to create a harsher, chemical scent that others notice right away, and that can make you feel like you're trying too hard or covering up something, which is both embarrassing and unnecessary. What's important to understand is this: fragrance is the frosting, not the cake. If the room or the fabrics aren't genuinely clean, a perfume-like spray will sit on top of the mess and give a false sense of freshness that quickly vanishes and can make the real smell harder to identify later. Many older men fall into this habit because sprays are easy, cheap, and feel like instant hygiene, especially if bending, scrubbing, or frequent washing is tiring, but that instant fix comes at the cost of long-term odor control and self-respect. The emotional side matters. Guests, family, or caregivers can sense when a space is being scented rather than cleaned. It can feel like a mask, and that creates distance. The solution is simple, respectful, and doable. Clean first, then refresh lightly. Clean the toilet thoroughly, under the rim, around the base, and the seat hinges, and don't forget floors, corners, and frequently touched surfaces. Wash towels and bath mats often and let them dry completely. Address any leaks or damp spots that encourage mildew. and launder clothing and bedding regularly using hot cycles when the fabric allows. Once the source is removed, a subtle, natural scent, a small bowl of baking soda in a closet, a faint essential oil diffuser, or sun-dried linens, is enough. That honest approach restores confidence because it says you care for your space and yourself without pretending. Small acts of cleaning create real freshness that lasts, and they change how people see you, not as someone hiding something, but as someone who honors their home and their dignity. Number 5. Skipping proper laundry care: towels, sheets, clothes. Laundry may feel like a small, everyday chore, but how you care for towels, sheets, and clothes has a huge effect on how fresh you feel and how others experience you, and it's also a quiet act of self-respect that protects your dignity. Towels that sit damp, sheets that are only lightly rinsed, or clothes that are left in the machine overnight trap moisture, oils, sweat, and bacteria. Over time those smells become embedded in the fabric and then transfer back onto your skin, your bedding, and the chair where you sit, so what started as a little must turns into something you and others notice. The good news is this is fixable with simple, reliable habits. Wash towels and bath mats at least once a week, more often if they get heavy use, and don't let wet laundry sit in the drum. Removing it promptly prevents mildew. Use the hottest water that the fabric can safely handle and run an occasional deep clean cycle with white vinegar or baking soda to strip away trapped odors that ordinary detergent can miss. For stubborn smells, a pre-soak or an enzyme cleaner helps break down urine and body residues. Sun-drying when possible is a natural deodorizer and disinfectant that brings a clean, fresh smell you just don't get from machines alone, but if you must tumble dry, make sure items are completely dry before folding and storing. Replace towels and old, stretched underwear that have lost absorbency. They hold smells even after washing. Don't overload the washer. Clothes need room to move so soap and water can do their job. Store clean linens in a dry, ventilated place rather than a cramped, humid cupboard. For bedding, strip and wash sheets weekly and wash pillowcases more often if you sweat at night. Small daily habits help too. Hang damp towels spread out to dry, air out clothes you plan to wear again, and wash workout gear right away. These steps are not about perfection or vanity, they are about feeling proud of yourself and comfortable in your home. Every fresh towel, every crisp sheet, and each clean pair of underwear is a small but powerful reminder that you matter and deserve to live with comfort and confidence. Number 6. Medications, diet, and unnoticed leaks. Medications, diet, and small, unnoticed leaks are a trio of quiet causes that can change how you smell, and understanding them can restore comfort and dignity. Many common medicines, diuretics, some blood pressure pills, antibiotics, and drugs that speed up digestion, alter the body's chemistry or cause loose stools, dry mouth, or increased sweating, and those side effects can change body odor without you realizing it. Foods do the same. Strong-smelling items like garlic, onions, heavy spices, and too much alcohol or processed food are absorbed and released through skin and breath, and a diet low in fiber or high in sugars can feed the wrong bacteria, making smells stick around longer. Another issue is minor bladder leaks or bowel dribbles that many men assume are too small to matter. Even tiny amounts of urine or stool caught by fabric create damp, warm spots where bacteria thrive and odors develop. When mobility or sensation decreases, men may not notice leaks, and fabric can hold odor for hours. The emotional impact is real. When someone senses a smell and avoids close contact, it wounds, and that can lead to embarrassment. The good news is these problems are often solvable. Talk with your doctor about medications and their side effects. Small changes or timing adjustments can make a big difference. Review your diet and try swapping a few odor-causing foods for gentler choices. Drink enough water, and keep fiber up to support regular digestion. For leaks, consider absorbent, breathable undergarments and speak to a urologist or continence specialist about exercises like pelvic floor training or treatments that reduce dribbling. Simple daily steps, changing underwear daily, washing promptly, and using the right fabrics, also cut odor dramatically. Taking these practical actions is not shameful, it is self-care. Addressing medications, meals, and leaks protects your body, your confidence, and your relationships, and it sends the quiet message that you respect yourself and the life you continue to live. Small checks, like pressing a clean cloth to the skin after activity to check for dampness, help reveal hidden issues and guide changes. Number 7. Wrong or skipped deodorant or grooming steps. Using the wrong deodorant or skipping simple grooming steps is a small thing that can quietly chip away at your confidence, but the good news is it's also one of the easiest fixes you can make. Many men assume that a quick shower is enough, or that the product they used for decades will still work the same way, yet bodies change with age, skin becomes drier or more sensitive, sweat patterns shift, and the bacteria living on our skin behave differently, so the stick that worked in your 30s may no longer be adequate in your 70s. First, know the difference. Deodorant neutralizes smell, antiperspirant reduces sweat, and many modern products combine both. If you only use a deodorant that doesn't reduce moisture, the scent can return quickly. Apply the product to clean, dry skin right after a shower so it can work properly, and consider switching to formulas designed for sensitive skin if you have irritation. Grooming matters too. Trimming armpit and groin hair reduces places where sweat and bacteria gather, and keeping those areas clean and dry prevents odor from taking hold. Don't forget smaller details: washing and drying feet thoroughly, keeping toenails trimmed, and changing socks daily can stop foot smells that sometimes get blamed on the whole person. If you perspire more at night, try a light powder or breathable pajamas to help skin stay dry. Be honest with yourself about whether a natural or aluminum-free product is doing the job. Sometimes gentler formulas don't control odor as well, and that's okay if you're aware and compensate with more frequent showers or a different product. Also, test a new product on a small patch of skin first to avoid allergic reactions. These steps aren't about being vain, they're about respect, for yourself, for the people around you, and for the life you live. When you smell fresh, you speak more freely, sit closer to family, and feel comfortable opening your home. That quiet confidence matters. If a product causes irritation or seems ineffective, talk to a pharmacist or doctor for options. Asking for help is practical, not shameful. Little grooming habits add up to a big difference in how you look, feel, and connect with others, and that's worth every small effort. Number 8. Skin folds, fungal growth, and basic skin care. Skin folds and small fungal infections are quiet, common problems that can cause stubborn smells and discomfort, especially as the skin changes with age, but the good news is they are usually easy to prevent and treat with simple, respectful care. As we get older, skin becomes thinner and loses elasticity, so creases under the belly, between skin folds, under the breasts, behind the knees, and even between toes can trap moisture, sweat, and dead skin. That warm, damp environment is exactly where yeast and bacteria like to grow, and once they do, a musty or sour smell can cling to clothing and skin no matter how often you shower. This is not a sign of neglect, it's a normal body change that needs practical attention. Start each day by gently drying all skin folds after a bath or shower. Use a soft towel and press rather than rub, or use a hairdryer on low warm air held at a safe distance to make sure creases are completely dry. Consider a light dusting of a medicated or non-irritating powder in areas that stay damp, or an antifungal powder if a doctor has recommended it. Wear breathable, moisture-wicking clothing and change garments that become damp during the day. Keep feet clean and dry, wear socks made for moisture control, and trim toenails carefully to reduce fungal buildup. If you notice redness, persistent itch, peeling, or a strong smell that doesn't go away after cleaning, don't ignore it. These can be signs of fungal infection or skin breakdown that a nurse or doctor can treat with simple creams or sprays. Also protect fragile skin by using gentle, fragrance-free cleansers and moisturizers to prevent cracking, which can invite infection. Avoid harsh soaps that dry skin out. Small habits help. Inspect skin regularly, a quick daily look in the mirror or a caregiver's help when needed, air out problem areas when possible, and replace worn-out undergarments that trap moisture. Above all, treat these steps as acts of self-respect. Caring for your skin keeps you comfortable, reduces odor, lowers infection risk, and preserves dignity. Asking for help or talking to a healthcare professional about persistent problems is a strong, wise choice. it protects your health and your relationships, and reminds you that staying well cared for is worth the effort at every age. If you've stayed with me through this entire video, I want to say, you truly care about yourself, and that matters. Most people shy away from talking about personal hygiene changes with age, but you faced it head-on with honesty and strength. These 7 bathroom habits might seem simple, but together, they hold the power to completely change how you feel about yourself and how others experience your presence. Cleanliness isn't about vanity, it's about dignity, comfort, and confidence. When you smell fresh, when your clothes and home feel clean, you naturally stand taller, smile more, and move through the world with quiet pride. And that's something every man deserves, no matter his age. If this video opened your eyes or made you think differently about your daily routine, take a moment to let me know in the comments, which of these habits surprised you the most? Or which one are you planning to improve starting today? Your words might inspire someone else who's struggling silently. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path and tap the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. Every week, we share honest, practical, and inspiring guidance to help you live stronger, feel fresher, and age with pride. Remember, caring for yourself isn't a burden, it's a statement that says, I still matter. I still deserve to feel good in my own skin. Take small steps, one habit at a time, and you'll be amazed how quickly life starts to feel lighter, cleaner, and more peaceful. Until next time, take care of your body, your space, and your spirit. You've earned it.